You feed the dog every morning. You walk it every afternoon. You buy the toys. You pay the vet bills. You're the one who picked it out at the shelter. But when the dog hears a noise at night and gets scared, it doesn't run to you. It runs to your spouse, or your kid, or your roommate who barely acknowledges it. The dog you pour time, money, and affection into has chosen someone else as its person. And it's not subtle about it. When that person leaves the house, the dog waits by the door. When they sit down, the dog is in their lap. When they speak, the dog's ears perk up in a way they never do for you. This isn't random preference. This is a calculated decision. Your dog made a decision about who is most important to its survival, and the criteria it's using have almost nothing to do with who loves it most. So what is your dog actually evaluating when it chooses a favorite? Let's start with what most people get completely wrong. You think dogs bond with whoever feeds them or gives them the most attention. And while those things matter, they're not the deciding factors. Because dogs aren't choosing a friend, they're choosing a pack leader. And pack leadership in a dog's mind has nothing to do with affection. It has everything to do with confidence. Dogs are descendants of wolves. Wolves survive by reading social hierarchies with extreme precision. In a wolf pack, the leader isn't the one who's nicest or most playful. It's the one who's calmest under pressure, the one who makes decisions without hesitation, the one who controls resources and space without aggression, just presence. Your dog is running the same social assessment software right now in your living room. It's watching every member of your household to figure out who fits that profile. Dogs don't just observe your behavior toward them, they observe your behavior toward other humans. A 2018 study from Kyoto University showed that dogs pay close attention to how family members interact. When one person defers to another in conversation, when someone makes decisions that others follow, when someone enters a room and the energy shifts, the dog notices. And it adjusts its loyalty accordingly. You might be the one who feeds the dog, but if you ask, "Should I give him dinner now?" the dog hears uncertainty. It hears you seeking approval from someone higher in the hierarchy. And in that moment, your partner just moved up in your dog's ranking system. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to emotional regulation. When you come home stressed, tense, talking fast, moving erratically, the dog feels that instability. When your teenager comes home calm, flops on the couch, and radiates unbothered energy, the dog reads that as strength. There's a concept in animal behavior called the secure base effect. Animals gravitate toward individuals who make them feel safe, not loved, safe. And safety to a dog isn't about who's nicest. It's about who's most predictable. The family member your dog chose is probably the one with the most consistent routine, the same wake-up time, the same tone of voice, the same energy level day after day. Dogs are pattern recognition machines, and the person whose patterns are most reliable becomes the dog's anchor. So what about people who claim their dog loves them, even though they do nothing for it? That's exactly the point. Doing nothing is sometimes the most powerful thing you can do, because trying too hard, hovering, being overly affectionate, reads to a dog as anxious energy. Research from Duke University found that dogs bond more with calm, disengaged family members. The person sitting quietly reading a book ignoring the dog is projecting calm confidence. The dog interprets this as, "This person doesn't need anything from me. They're stable. They're safe." There's one more piece most people miss. Dogs choose their person based on who they were with during a critical socialization window. If your dog bonded with you as a puppy, that imprint is nearly permanent. But if someone else was the primary presence during the dog's first 12 weeks, the dog may have already decided. You can't rebrand yourself to a dog that's already made up its mind. We've convinced ourselves that dogs love us unconditionally. But dogs don't distribute their trust unconditionally. Trust is earned through patterns, through calm, through consistency. The dog that chose your spouse over you isn't rejecting you. It's following its instinct. Love is nice, but stability is everything. This is Idea Spark.